Hi, I'm Daniel Hunt, Certified Specialist in Estate Planning, Trust, and Probate Law. Every year, our law firm updates our clients regarding changes in estate planning law that may affect them. Here are the top estate planning law changes for 2023. Probate threshold. One major change occurred last year after our regular annual updates in January of 2022, so we're including it here in our 2023 updates. The threshold for California probates has increased. As of April 1st, 2022, the threshold for a California probate increased from $166,250 to $184,500. This means if the total value of your assets is more than $184,500 upon your death, your estate will need to be probated in order for your heirs to receive an inheritance. As for real estate, if you own any real property that is valued more than $61,500, previously $55,425, this will trigger a probate upon your death. If your estate is worth more than that amount, a probate may be triggered upon your passing unless you have created a revocable living trust and transferred your assets properly into it. Gift tax exclusion. The gift tax exclusion amount in 2023 has increased from $16,000 per individual, or $32,000 per married couple splitting their gifts. The new amount for 2023 will be $17,000 per individual, or $34,000 per couple. In other words, you can give up to $17,000 to as many people as you wish without those gifts counting against your lifetime exemption. Federal state tax exemption. Federal state and gift tax exemption has once again increased to $12.92 million per individual, or $25.84 million for a married couple, up from $12.06 million in 2022. This means that you can give away a total of $12.92 million of assets over the course of your life and at your death without owing any federal state tax. The IRS and Treasury have clarified that the government will not claw back gifts given between 2018 to 2025 that exceed $5 million with respect to someone who dies in or after 2026. However, under the 2012 Act, the $12.92 million exemption will end on December 31st, 2025 and go down to $5 million. So if you have a large estate, be sure to make an appointment with one of our attorneys to discuss how this may affect you. Corporate transparency regulations. The Corporate Transparency Act will become effective January 1st, 2024. This requires certain entities to disclose beneficial owners to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, by January 1st, 2025. Entities who must meet this new requirement include LLCs, corporations, and limited partnerships. Beneficial owners are defined as any individual who directly or indirectly owns or controls at least 25% of the company, exercises substantial control over the company. For trusts, it's the trustees and beneficiaries who are the sole recipient of income and principal, or the settlor with the power to revoke or withdraw all assets. The 2023 Secure Act proposed regulations. If anyone other than a spouse receives an IRA after your death, then they must liquidate it within 10 years. Starting in 2023, mandatory required distributions are required each year in this scenario. After a person dies, the surviving spouse has 5 years to file a portability return with the IRS to use their deceased spouse's unused exemption amount to save on federal estate taxes. Anti-isolation restraining orders. A new law, California Assembly Bill 1243, took effect on January 1st, 2023. This new law expands the Elder Abuse Act to allow interested parties who had a personal, pre-existing relationship with a vulnerable adult to seek anti-isolation restraining orders that would grant them the right to communicate with that person. We previously posted a video that goes into depth about this new law, and we'll link it here in the description box. If you suspect that an elder may be a victim of intentional isolation and financial elder abuse, feel free to reach out to our firm's litigation team. This is just a brief overview of this year's law changes. You can find a more detailed list on our website, which we'll link in the description box as well. If you have any questions about these estate planning law changes, or would like to schedule a consultation with one of our attorneys to discuss how they might affect you and your estate plan, please feel free to call our office. Thanks.